Good morning, Student Success Seminar. This is your intro video to your Student Success course. You are enrolled in a 16-week course, so you are with me for the long haul throughout the entire spring semester, and I always like to start off my web courses with a quick intro video that you can hear my voice and kind of get to know what's going on inside your course. I have already sent out some welcome emails. I start sending those out at the beginning of January. I'm actually recording this at the end of December just to make sure I have everything prepped and ready to go. So you will be getting emails from me early in January leading up to the start of the semester. So first thing, when I send you an email, you're going to get this link in your email so you can watch this before the class even starts. But you will have to take your Succeeding Online Orientation kind of web course before you even can get access to this course. So make sure when you get into Blackboard, one of the things you'll see is a click where it says Succeeding Online Orientation, and you're going to get in and there's modules you have to complete and walks you kind of through Blackboard to make sure that you're comfortable with using Blackboard before you actually start getting into the course. So I'm going to pick up with just a little tutorial so that you know how to navigate through here. So my name is Dr. Linda Remark, and I'll be your instructor this semester, and every week I will upload new videos that walk you through what's going on for each weekly set of lessons and content. So that way you're not only reading it, you can also listen and watch and to make sure that you're really on track. I will point out that every time you log in, you'll start at this Start Here section. It'll automatically pull you in right here. I will show you that there is also a video right here. If you wanted to watch it, this is put on by eStark State. And so what I'm going to go through is also covered in this video as well. I just think sometimes it's nice to hear my voice since it's the voice you're going to hear for the next 16 weeks. And sometimes I'll hop in an actual video format so you can see me as well. It just kind of depends. So you are welcome to watch this video as well to give you even more of an overview of what's happening in the course. So what I would recommend that you do is scrolling down. Again, you're always going to be in the Start Here section. You're going to have this little welcome and it'll have your name there. You'll scroll down and here is the instructor welcome. So you are welcome to go in and just read a little bit about me. So it'll tell you about myself. There's also going to be links on here that talk to you about the syllabus. So here's the master syllabus. The master syllabus is really kind of an very general syllabus. It's going to say like you're taking a 1 credit hour course. Here are the objectives that it meets, but it doesn't get into like the actual assignments. This does, and that's why it's kind of in red, so it hopefully sticks out to you a little bit more so that your attention is drawn to that. So this is our actual course syllabus. There we go. All right. If you look here, you're going to see that we're in spring 2021. This is all web. You are actually in a course that has 3 classes altogether. So there could be up to around 80 of you in here right now between the 3 classes. So just keep that in mind. If you see lots of students, that's why I merged them all together. So there is, again, my name, Dr. Linda Remark. Here are my office hours this semester because we are, again, in COVID. A lot of our office hours have been recommended to be virtual. I am on campus Mondays and Wednesdays because I am teaching face-to-face classes, which means I am holding office hours face-to-face for 2 hours on Mondays and 2 hours on Wednesdays. And then virtually, I'm available Tuesdays, Thursdays during those hours. Now, I'm actually on quite a bit more than that because I have young children. When they get home from school, I'm with them, but then in the evenings, I am on the computer. So just because it says those hours does not mean that's the only time I'm available. I am usually really quick to answer emails and do what I can through that. If you wanted to set up an appointment, you can either come to my office if you are on campus, or I can send you a Zoom link. We have Collaborate. So there are ways to do that as well. There's my email address. I do check that quite regularly along with the Blackboard messages. And here's my extension. If you needed to call me, I will get an email saying, hey, you have a voicemail on your work phone, and so I can check it even if I'm not on campus. What's nice about our textbook is that it is accessed right online. I mean, it's right in there, and I'm going to show you, and it's free. So it's called Open Educational Resource, so it's free, and it's right in your course. That's really nice. The rest of this goes through kind of the grading scale, the class policies. This is a required course, everyone takes this course right at the beginning, whether you're fresh out of high school, whether you've taken a few years off, whether you're a transfer student. It's just one of those things where almost every 2 and 4 year college actually has one of these type of classes, and it's required. So because of that, attendance is required. We're online. So you're going to get graded for attendance either by posting your discussion post. So week where there are discussion posts, you have to post by Wednesdays for 100% attendance. And then if you post late, you still get some points, but it's considered like late or partial attendance. If there are no discussion posts that week, you just have to make sure you complete your assignments by Sunday. If there's 2 assignments, completing both will count as full attendance. If you only complete 1, it'll get you partial attendance. And I will always tell you which weeks have discussion posts, which weeks do not, so you know exactly. And so you have to have a 70% or higher attendance grade to pass the class. So you want to make sure that you're logging in and getting those things done on time. There's some information about withdrawing, the last day to withdraw, because we are a 16-week courses into April 19th. If you're a College Credit Plus student, which I know I usually have a good chunk of those, there are some different details and information, so there's a link there. And then here's the course calendar. So what you need to know about this course is it's called like a shell course in a way. So we have a coordinator who sets up this course, and she sets the assignments, and then all of the instructors kind of follow that along. So this was already set up, but this is the way that the assignments are set up throughout the semester. You can see all throughout there the different weeks and what you'll be submitting. And I will also, as I mentioned, every week you'll get a video, you'll get some messages, you'll get some announcements, you'll get the calendar. There's going to be, I don't want to say an overload, but there's no reason to not have this information, because there's lots of information out there. And I think that's a good thing to make sure that you have all of that access. So that is your syllabus. And I really encourage you to spend some more time with that, because the one way you're going to get access to a first week is completing the syllabus quiz. So after that, you'll see there's some more information. I'm going to come back up to that. There's some expectations, some like how grades are determined, lots of different resources. So I will encourage you to kind of click around and get to know that. Here is your textbook. So you can find it right here, but in each week it will also be embedded. So you don't have to worry about coming back here and finding it every time. But what's nice about our textbook, besides it being online, is I think it's really easy to navigate. So over here on the left-hand side, contents, I'm going to click on that, and it opens up, all the chapters. And if you wanted to see a little bit more, I think my screen is cutting off a little bit over here, but if you want to see more, just hit the little plus sign and it'll bring it down, and you can kind of click right to that section. Or if you are just reading the page, if you're reading it normal, all you have to do is scroll down. Let's talk about that. You can click that before you even get to the bottom, but that's why I think this textbook is actually really easy to navigate. So I really appreciate that about this textbook, and the fact that it's free and online. So it works out nicely. Okay. Couple other things I want to point out to you in the lessons area. This is where you're going to do most of your work. Your work is going to be kind of embedded in this area. You'll see again, here's a link for textbooks, so there's another link to get to your text. Here are 2 different discussion posts. These are not used for any attendance purposes. The muddy point is simply if you have a question, it's kind of like raising your hand in class. Now, I would not recommend posting anything personal in here, like what is my grade? What did I get on this? Because everyone can see this information. So if you have a question that is just personal to you, course message me, and I'll show you that in a minute. But this is kind of if you have a question that anyone can answer. And so while I'm in here, I'm just going to show you real quick. This will apply to any discussion forum. When you click into the forum, you hit create thread. Here you're able to put your subject, so whatever it is about, your body, and then hit submit. That's it. If you wanted to respond to a post, which you're going to have to do some responses without the course, you click in here. You see your response or someone's response, and then you just hit reply. Pretty simple, I think, for the most part, and sometimes might just get the hang of it. So that's where you ask a question. The student lounge is, I'm going to recommend that you all go in there at the beginning of the semester and just introduce yourself. That does not count as attendance. I do not count that as attendance. I don't keep track of it. I don't mark it down. It's simply for you to start kind of making connections, since we are online, trying to get to know your classmates. So those are the 2 discussion posts right away. Now you have your syllabus quiz. When I scroll down, you're going to see week 1, week 2, and so on. You're not going to see all that. Those are all going to be hidden. In order to access week 1, you have to complete this syllabus quiz and get 100%. So if you take the syllabus quiz and even miss one question and wonder why week 1 isn't opening up, it's because you didn't get 100%. You have to get 100% in order to open up week 1. So when you click in here, it's going to walk you through like basically an online quiz. And so it's going to ask you a lot of true and false type questions. You want to make sure you pick your answer, save it, and then move to the next one. Okay, and then when you're done, you'll be able to review your results, and you need that 100%. Once you do, week 1 will become available. It'll like brighten up so you can actually see the access to it. So I'm going to get to that in just a moment. So again, the syllabus quiz, I recommend you going back to the actual syllabus I showed you a few minutes ago and looking over that. Right here is the last thing I'm going to talk about on this page because I'm not going to talk about week 1 until my week 1 video. So this video is just an intro. Student services assignment. This is fairly new to the course. The coordinator put this in last semester. It's a 20-point assignment, and so it does have the possibility to kind of either higher or lower your grade. Throughout the spring semester, there are different workshops you must attend. They're all online. They're all virtual. But they do occur different times and days. So some are in the morning, some are in the afternoon. They had a few in the evening. So they do really try to reach you based on your availability. When you are ready, you're going to go into My Stark State, and I'm actually going to kind of show you right now. My Stark State. You can see it walks you through it. But once we're in there, My Stark State, you'll scroll down a little bit. Student success workshops. Now, I think this is still going to have, fall loaded, but eventually it's going to say spring 2021 courses. And you'll have a whole list of all the courses. And the advantage of you guys taking a 16-week course is you have all semester to do this. And so you have more variety. So you'll see which one works for you. You'll click on the register now. It'll send you a page that will say, okay, you're all registered. However, to get credit for this assignment, you have to actually attend the workshop, get the receipt or the certificate of completion, and that's what you upload. So eventually you will go in here once you have your certificate. You'll click in here. Maybe you've saved it on your desktop somewhere. So you'll click Browse Files. And you'll look, where is it at? Hit Open. I'm hitting Cancel. You'll hit Open, hit Submit, and that's how you'll submit your assignment. All semester long, I will talk about it in various videos. So that is the Lessons tab. I really encourage you to get to know that area, click around. A couple other quick features I'm going to show you before I log off and start with the week 1 video. Course messages. So anytime you need to send a personal email, basically, you go in here, click on Create Message. You can also send messages to fellow classmates if you needed to, but you'll hit 2. You can see a bunch of you are loaded in here already. You'll find my name, highlight it, move it over. Subject, body, submit. That's the course message. Also, announcements. Anytime that there's an announcement, I also send it as a course message and email. So you get that in multiple different ways. But I will put announcements in. You can see our coordinator already put in a beginning of the semester announcement. Make sure you check over that. Excuse me. You will check your announcements. I usually tend to put them in on Mondays, Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays, and sometimes Fridays, Saturdays. So it varies depending on what's going on during the week, but I usually do put, anywhere from 2 to 4 announcements a week. So I'll put that in there. You can also check your messages for that. Course calendar. This is where you can go to look and see, okay, I'm going to click into January. You can already see some assignments are loaded in there. So you can be able to check to see what's going on, what's coming up that particular week. So that's a nice little feature. My grades is where you go to see, how are you doing? I really, really encourage you to check because I often have students say, well, no, I thought I submitted that. Well, if they check their grade book, they can clearly see that maybe it still says in progress, meaning they went in, but they didn't complete it, or they didn't submit it, or they didn't actually attach it. So just stay up with your grades. And then on the other side, left side below, there's some different resources there. So that's your little intro video. I just wanted to make sure you were comfortable navigating around in there, and then I will be plugging in your week 1 video here shortly. Talk to you all soon. Bye.